We see a young boy around 14-year-old getting beaten up by another boy with ash blonde hair as explosions was coming out of his hand as he was literally using his quirk on Izuku. The boy name was Izuku Midori as he was getting bullied by his former childhood friend. As Izuku's empty eye looked toward Katsuki Bakugo as Katsuki Bakugo said, "You quirkless shit, you still wanna become a hero, huh? I guess I gotta beat you to the point where you would live your dream about becoming a hero." As the beating went on for a while. After a few hours, we see Bakugo and his gang stop beating Izuku as Izuku just pretty much looked very tired and he was having a hard time staying conscious as Bakugo stated, "Remember it, Deku. I'm not gonna say it once more. If I see you anywhere near you, I'm gonna kill you," he stated, and he was pretty deadly serious, and I am very serious. As Bakugo and his gang leave, we see Izuku limping as Izuku was limping, trying to stand up, but he was falling down. As we see Izuku spit out few bloods. Yes, Izuku spit out few blood from his mouth as he tried to get up. As he get up using the wall, using the wall. As he looked toward the sky, as he thought, "Why God, why? Why am I like this? Why did you make me a quirkless nobody?" He literally looked toward the sky as he wanted to scream this to the heavens itself, but he does not have strength anymore to scream. He just quietly muttered those lines. Tears were coming out of his eyes as he states, "I really do want to become a hero, but is my dream really nothing but a fantasy?" he thought. As as Izuku started to walk toward his home slowly. Izuku's whole body was hurting, but he was still going. As he reached his apartment complex, as he went to his house door. As he knocked the door for a while, as seeing that there were no response, he just sighed to himself and said, "Thank God mother is out, or else it would have been hard to convince her what my wounds were." Yes, Izuku doesn't want to bother his mother because she's already working 3 part-time jobs and he doesn't want to bother her just yet. The Midoriya household condition isn't very good. The money problem in Midoriya household is pretty dire, but he doesn't really want to bother his mom right now. So he had the spare key of his house. As he opened the door and went inside his room quietly, he threw his, let's say, burnt clothing in somewhere else, so that his mother cannot see the burnt clothes. As he took a pair of black shorts and a tank top as he went to the bathroom, he applied medicine onto his body as he thought, "Let's just let the medicine to do his work for a while. I'm gonna take a bath later." As after getting medicine in his body, as he just sat on the sofa, as his body was still hurting, so he just relaxed. He stared at the TV and he turned the TV on, trying to pass his time. 3 hours later, we see Izuku was still sitting on the couch as he was looking at the TV with empty expressions. Now, what was happening? Let's say the channel that Izuku played was a normal news channel, and there were a simple news about villains and hero. Yes, the same thing. Izuku was bored of this kind of lifestyle. Izuku was also thinking as he was watching the TV. He was also thinking about the threat that Bakugo gave him. He knew that Bakugo was deadly serious when he said those words today. So, with a heavy heart, he decided to call his school and states that he wanna change from hero course to a general studies. Yes, general studies, that's gonna do for now. He knew his seeing his body's condition, and how his body is. He doesn't have a single bit of combat experience, so he decided to go to general studies for now. As Izuku's middle school class teacher was pretty surprised, but again, he did not care, so he just said, "Okay." We see Izuku just looked blankly at the TV. At that moment, the doorbell rang. As Izuku just got up very painfully, as he said, "Shit, fuck." He cursed for the first. He cursed for. He let's say he started to curse at the way back before, but now cursing isn't a new thing for him anymore. As he said, "Damn, my whole body hurts." As he went toward the door, as he looked at the peeping hole, who it was. There was no one. Huh? Izuku just looked at the peeping hole. There was no one, but there was actually a package there. Who the fuck dropped a package right there? Izuku thought to himself. As Izuku opened the door, he was pretty spectacle like there might be some kind of villain trap, or it might be some kind of trap. I mean, his mother did not tell him that there was something gonna come. As he looked toward the package, as he decided to take the package inside his house. Yes, he wanted to see what was it. As Izuku took the package to the couch, as he started to slowly unwrap the package. As after unwrapping it, there was something here. What the hell is this? He thought. Izuku looked at the thing that was in front of his eyes. At first, he saw something like a handset, or he doesn't really know what is this really. He looked, there was an instruction manual as well, as he decided to see what it was. There was no battery actually. There was not even a place for batteries at all. He was thinking, how the fuck this thing actually has powers actually. How the fuck this thing has electricity in it. Is it solar? As he was thinking, he decided to wear the gear to see at least what it would give him. As he wore the gear, suddenly he felt a weird sensation all around his body, like something was shifting inside his body. He really doesn't know what was it. As something as our boy, suddenly an interface appeared in front of our boy's eyes, an interface of his body. Yes, a holographic image of Izuku's body appeared in front of his eyes, as there were many red marks around his bodies, as the red mark indicate injury or hurt. And there was another options like, would you like to reset all the damage? What? He thought, as Izuku decided to go for the touch screen. As to his surprise, he can control it with his own hands. As we see, Izuku just said, "Oh, let's see," as he pressed the reset button. And his body is, his body started to glow. As his body started to glow green, as his body's, the injury that he had, all were gone. Izuku looked wide-eyed. What happened right there? As Izuku looked toward the package, as he was looking at the manual, as before he could look at the manual disappeared from his eyes. The box as well. What the hell happened? He thought. He looked at his left hand, as he saw there was a keyboard attached to his hand. As he was thinking, what are those? Now, before he could tinker with anything else, an interface appeared. User selected Izuku Midoriya. User selected Izuku Midoriya. Would you like to have introduction of this device? As Izuku said, why not? He thought as the blue interface suddenly changed. As the blue interface said, loading data inside the user's brain. As that moment, Izuku felt his brain was literally splitting in half as he fell into the ground. As he screamed, but let's say his scream wasn't coming out due to some kind of barrier was around his body. As Izuku calmed down after 5 minutes, as we see Izuku just looked wide-eyed at the what happened right there. Izuku has the ability to, let's say, fuck with reality pretty much. No, not just reality. He could literally create a wormhole to different realities, multiverse, universe, you name it. He can do that without any issues. Now Izuku also have few codes. There were codes like reset code. There were also code like to manipulate time. Izuku looked wide-eyed at the very prospect of becoming becoming pretty much a god of the world that he is in. He tried the code of, let's say, time manipulation or alter time. He did, and voila. He was literally on his house, but before that it was 4 in the evening. Right now it is 10 a.m. in the morning. Magic, he thought. He looked at the device with fear and also a bit of hope in his eyes. He could be a hero now. Izuku looked at his mother that his mother was about to go to work. As Izuku just looked at her. He thought, if I go to hero school, I'll I have to pay a very hefty amount of sum to at least attend UA. And he knew if he want to attend UA, his mother will have to take another 2 jobs, and he doesn't want that. So he decided he's gonna be a vigilante. Yes, he never wanted to be a hero for money. He never wanted fame. What he wanted was to help people in need. Yes. He thought to himself, I will be a hero, but I will not be an official hero that the world will look up to. I will be a vigilante. I will be a vigilante that will not show his face to the world. I will be a hero that will help civilian without having any gains. He nodded. He nodded to himself as Inko went out of the house. Izuku reset the time that it was before. As we see, Izuku was looking at the few codes that was saved in the device. As there was also a code of random summons, or there was also another code of random teleportation. He can literally create a wormhole to different reality randomly. He doesn't know which reality he's gonna go into, but it is gonna be completely random. So Izuku decided what he wants is random summon. It could be either an item, or either it could be a living human being, or either it could be a demon as well. He doesn't know. So right now he decided he ain't gonna try that just yet. There is also code for apparently altering a human body. So he selected himself. Yes. The holographic image of his body appeared in front of his eyes as he decided he's gonna alter himself. Yes, he knows he can do that. He might have to experience a bit pain, but no pain, no gain. So he have to experience pain. He decided he's gonna alter first. He saw his stats. Yes, his interface can literally show him his stats as well. He decided to increase the strength. His strength was measly amount of 23. It wasn't much, but he decided to go for. He's not gonna make himself overpowered just yet. He's gonna do for testing periods. First, he decided increasing his strength to 40. Yes. Then another increasing his agility to 40. Yes, he decided to upgrade, literally upgrade everything to 40. He wanted to see the result, what's gonna happen. He did not feel that much pain, but let's say a minute later he started to feel pain around his body, as he also, let's say, wanted to scream, but he held the scream in. 2 minutes later, he looked at himself in the mirror. As he was surprised, his body changed. He was not scrawny anymore. He looked pretty. Oh my god, he looked even taller than before. Izuku was pretty surprised to see his own body. As he heard the doorbell ring as Inko entered the house. Izuku was thinking what's gonna explain to his mother, but apparently, as his mother's eyes fell into his body, she at first looked toward Izuku. She did not show any reaction. She started to go to her room, but then suddenly she stopped. She she literally ran toward him and stated, "What happened, Izuku? What happened to your body? You look pretty muscular. I mean, you look like your." As she literally wanted to say he looked like his dad, but she stopped herself. She looked visibly pissed, but she had another thing to worry about. She said, "Izuku, do tell me what happened. Are you taking something?" Inko might have never seen Izuku face to face that much, but she knows Izuku, that Izuku won't take any drugs or any kind of steroids. But again, it doesn't hurt to ask. As Izuku replied, "No, mother. It's just I think it's like my growth spurt up happen." As Inko just looked at Izuku as she said, "Maybe, but still, this kind of change. You also look pretty taller than before, Izuku." She looked at Izuku's eyes for the first time in many years. She found the spark, the fire in his eyes that had the fire in his eyes. Izuku had the fire in his eyes that he had many years back. She looked visibly relaxed and she had a smile on her face. She said, "Izuku, I don't know what you did, but I am very happy. You are back to normal," she said, as she caressed Izuku's cheek as she states, "So Izuku, what I want you to say that you wanna be a hero, right?" As Izuku stopped her, said, "No, mom, no. I don't wanna be a hero now. I wanna go for general studies for now." "Oh, but are you sure, Izuku? I mean, I don't really mind you going to hero path." As Izuku said, "No, mother, I get it. It's gonna be a bit hard to it's gonna be a bit hard to see my dream. I'm fully not sane right now. Seeing my dream getting break, he doesn't mind it. He gave a smile to his mother and stated, "Who knows, mother, maybe something might happen in the future." As Inko just looked at Izuku and said, "Oh, whatever you say, honey." Did you make dinner?" As Izuku just said, I guess I forgot." As Inko just said, "Don't worry, we are gonna order something today. I can see that you are already tired." Izuku gave a little nervous laugh as Inko went to her room. She ordered you can say sushi. We see Izuku was tinkering with his device a bit. He decided he's gonna. Apparently, in the device, there was something like a rule book saved in it. The rule states if the user want to go to a different reality, he's gonna have an encounter with that different reality or will of the world. Yes, pretty much he's gonna have to fight the governor of those worlds. Now the fight is pretty much like a Pokemon battle. Pretty much, once you attack that Pokemon, or pretty much once you attack the other person's gonna attack you back after that. Then The turn-based battle pretty much. Now Izuku said that seems pretty easy. Now at first it seems easy to Izuku, but there were also few manuals, like many of the user always thought it was easy, and it literally guaranteed they're dead. And yes, the device that Izuku is wearing apparently had many other users before him. And many of the users before him become something similar to what like an operator. And Izuku's main job, he's gonna become an operator in the future. He's gonna become like an administrator of the world. He's right now is a lower level of the administrator. So that's why he have less command code. He only has a reset code and a bit of time manipulation code. Nothing too serious, and a bit of alteration code. He can alter anything, even alter his soul, if he solely desires it. He cannot alter, you can say, probability just yet. He doesn't have that code. He only has the ability to, let's say, alter a human body, soul. He can alter a certain event, but again, it's very complex. He have to literally pretty much give a date where the event's gonna set take and everything. He have to literally write it down what's gonna happen that day. It's a very complicated process, and he tried it. He tried it few seconds ago. Let's say he failed 2 times. So he decided to go. He decided to stop the time of of his world. Yes. It doesn't take that much strength, as he stopped the time of his world and he decided to mess with the summon function. Yes, the summon code. He decided to mess with the summon code a bit. As he entered the code, he saw the world was glitching a bit. As the world were glitching, suddenly as literally an entity literally teleported in front of his eyes. Now, it was not an entity, it's pretty much like a battle armor. As Izuku looked at the armor, as the interface appeared beside the armor stating battlesuit. User can control it through with the help of his thought, and also can control the suit. He can also wear the suit, and literally pretty much he will have some status buff wearing the suit, and also a few special weapons. Now Izuku looked at the suit, as the suit was known as the divine monk, the divine battle armor. As Izuku looked at the suit, as he was thinking, should he wear it right now? He decided he's gonna think about it later, but again he decided he's gonna wear the suit. As Izuku went close to the suit, as he was thinking, how do I wear it now? As he was thinking it, there was suddenly an command appeared. Would you like to equip this suit? Our boys thought, I guess it's an awesome thing, yes. As he equipped the suit, as he felt powerful. No, he felt like he can literally punch a mountain and shatter the mountain with his punch alone. As we see Izuku in the room, Izuku was also floating a bit, as he was levitating in the ground, as Izuku was, let's say, pretty astonished to see the new armor. And 8 balls or whatever those are floating beside him. He thought, what are these? As he was thinking about this, as he could control those orbs that was flying all around his body. Those orbs can literally suck any energy. It can even suck fire, lightning, and many other thing inside, and store energy for the armor. As Izuku wanted to go out and test the armor a bit, as he made sure that his mother was sleeping. Yes, he opened the armor, as the armor looked like the armor looked like that he's wearing a normal armor right now. It doesn't look that flashy right now. It looked like he's wearing a normal armor right now. As he went to his mother's room to see that she is sleeping pretty peacefully. Oh, he remembered he apparently did pause time, so he decided to unpause time. He saw his mother was sleeping very peacefully without issues. So he got out of the house slowly. He equipped his battle armor once again as he used the levitating function or the flying function pretty much. As he literally fly toward the sky at the full highest speed. Now, as he was flying at the sky with the highest speed, as he felt alive for the first time, he felt excitement. He was literally flying above the clouds as he was looking, observing down to see everything look like an ant. He looked toward his right as he saw a plane. Ho ho, a plane was apparently moving beside him as Izuku decided to see how fast his armor is. He thought maximum power. As energy sparks, you can say blue lightning was literally forming around the armor as he entered hyperspace. He zoomed past the plane. As let's say many of the people inside the plane started to take pictures of Izuku, and one of the girl with blonde hair and blue eyes. She was also wearing some glasses, as her name was Melissa Shield. She captured the event in her phone. She looked at she looked at the person who was flying at the sky as the energy sparks was coming out of his body as he entered like a fast pace as he disappear from the plane's view. She was pretty astonished to see this kind of power or what his quirk is, as she was assuming that he might have a flight quirk or something similar to a lightning manipulation quirk either is the armor. Who knows? But no. She dismissed the idea because there is no such armor. Yes, there are gadgets that can make you levitate again. There is no gadget that can make you fly that fast, especially faster than a flying plane and a plane. Also faster than a jet. We see Zuko was literally observing the Earth as he was pretty much around this. He was pretty much on space right now, looking at the Earth. He felt alive. He did not just felt alive, he felt powerful. It's like he has all the powers. He saw the interface was appearing all as well. They were, as he looked at the interface, as said, planet Earth. He looked at the interface and states, let's try a bit of attacks. Now he decided he's not gonna try to attack the Earth, so he decided to go toward the moon. As he entered the moon atmosphere, as he literally gave a Superman pose and created a crater around the moon, as he, let's say, looked at the crater and he thought, ho, I'm pretty strong. I gotta work on my landing. As he, let's say, he wanted to observe himself, so he decided he's gonna try some attacks. He bring out the divine lance. Now the divine lance has two abilities. First is to nullify any attacks. Yes, as the divine lance first, it can even, let's say, negate quirk. Not just negate quirk, it can also destroy the quirk factor in a human. Now this armor was especially made for him since it was summoned by him, so it also has the function of literally temporarily switching the quirks off. With the help of armor, he can also control a bit of space. Yes, he has with the help of the armor, he has the ability to, you can say, he has simple telekinetic abilities. The the orbs that is the eight orb that is flying around his body, those are all controlled by his armor. And those eight orbs are pretty special if you consider those eight orbs have the ability to literally store energy. Not just energy, he can also recreate those orbs without any trouble. Those orbs has the ability to literally suck any energy, suck any kind of being. Now, it might sound wrong, but let's say those orbs have the ability to literally suck a human out, or suck a human pretty much out of all his energy, lifespan, you name it. Those orbs can do anything. Those orbs are like also an ultimate defense to him. Izuku decided, for now, this is for now. He has already observed all the capabilities of the armor, so he decided to return home. As he started to levitate, as he literally went toward Earth, specifically his home. As he entered his house very slowly, that he did not want to notify his mother. As Izuku entered his room, as he just felt he his heart was beating very fast as he lay down in his bed, as he thought, I guess I'm the first ever human who is able to not just fly on Earth atmosphere, but also I was able to go to the moon's atmosphere with my power alone, without any quirk. I guess I won't say it is not a quirk. It's pretty much like a cheat. Yes, Izuku know that he's cheating. What he's doing right now is literally cheating. He's cheating his way through fate, reality, name it. He's literally cheating, but he does not mind it. He has the ability to literally pretty much destroy a villain. If destroy a villain before he could do anything to any civilian. Do he still wanna be a hero now? No. He will get into the hero course because he has heard a rumor about UA hosting a sport festival, and if you are a general studies student, you have a chance to get in class 1A. Yes. He heard the rumor and he's literally betting everything onto that rumor. Because last year the student in the general education section apparently did tell them they were able to enter hero curriculum after the sport festival because the teachers saw potential in them. Izuku also nodded to himself as he thought, I guess I'll do that, he thought. The next day we see Izuku was learning about the armor's newest way. The armor is pretty overpowered in Izuku's opinion. The armor pretty much grants him ultimate defense and offense abilities. With his divine lance alone, he can literally destroy any villain that come in his way. And this armor, let's say, cannot be taken away from him because the armor he has the ownership of this armor, and he's pretty grateful for that. Today apparently it was 11 a.m. Not that much time has passed. Izuku decided he's not gonna go to school for a few days. The general education entrance exam apparently is tomorrow, so he wanted to test out few function before. He wanted to test out few function before going to the entrance exam. So he decided to go for the summoning function. Sorry. He decided to go for a bit of, random teleportation or random wormhole creation section code. He decided to go for that code as a cracking space and time happen as a blackish glitches as blackish portal appear. as Izuku was pretty skeptical about entering there, as Izuku equip his battle armor, as he thought, ah, fuck it, I don't give a shit now, now or never. He wanted to try this at least. As he entered the war and entered the worm, as he entered the gate, the black gate, he was met with he was met with a bright light as he closed his eyes. After gradually his eyes adapted to the light, he looked toward there, and as he was stunned, it was a jungle, or it was a forest pretty much. He looked around and there were many unknown trees that he doesn't know. There were many things as he felt unusually different here. As the wormhole, apparently the portal disappeared. It did not disappear. He can also get into his world without issues, but right now he need energy, and his device, yes, it does require charge when the random portal code is on. So it takes a bit time to at least to create a portal back home. So he has 7 hours at least. 7 hours till he can create a portal to his home. So he started to levitate from the ground as he shot up toward the sky like a rocket. As he shot up to the sky, as he looked all around, there were just forest upon forest. There were pretty much forest the whole way there. He activated his, you can say, cloaking ability, invisibility ability. The suit's invisibility function. He activated it. As he started to move in the sky with a high speed, as he appeared in some kind of a village. Those writings, those are ancient Japanese, aren't they? As he was looking at the writings at the gate, it said Kono Hagakure. Interesting. Kono Hagakure, what kind of world is this now? Kono Hagakure no Seto, interesting, or it translates as Hisu translate those words into village hidden in the leaf. Interesting. As he entered the village, as he felt some kind of force field around the village, but his armor pretty much bypassed the force field like it was nothing. As he was literally floating in the sky, looking at the village, and they were pretty much busting with activities today. They were talking with each other. They were playing typical village, I guess Izuku thought. As Izuku thought it was a normal typical village, but how wrong he was. It was not just a usual typical village. There were There were 4 heads engraved on the stone walls, as Izuku does not recognize any of them at all, as he thought, I guess I'm in some kind of random reality where this world is pretty backward compared to the technology of his world. This world isn't really that modern, but again, this world pretty much look exactly the same. Beside, there is no internet or any kind of entertainment. No, there is TV right there. I can see the antenna and everything. But again, if there is no internet, how the fuck the TV is there? Oh, I mean, but still, he doesn't question this world logic just yet. He can also see there were walkie-talkies as well. Fuck, they have walkie-talkie as well. How the fuck this world does not have internet? He was pretty much bursting inside. But he decided to calm down and he wanted to observe this place a bit. As he wanted to observe this village up close, but he decided not to do it because In this time of this era, there are many suspicious activity could happen, so he decided not to dwell on this matter. He decided he wanna be a normal traveler. So good thing he has his travel bags, and he had few food, toothbrushes, and for food for few days. As he went to the village gate once again, as he entered the forest, and let's say unequipped the armor, as he was wearing his normal clothing right now. As he was wearing his normal clothing, I decided to approach the village gate. As he was approaching the village gate, as the two guards in the village gate started to say, "Who is there? What is your aim to be? Why are you here?" As Izuku said, "I'm a traveler and I am traveling around the places, and I guess stumble upon here." Now we see the two guards at the village gate did not sense any chakra, any malice from him, but they decided to enter gate. They decided to inform the Hokage about this matter, as the Hokage now Izuku asked, "What's an Hokage?" Now he didn't want it to be appear too strange, so the guard that looked at Izuku weirdly and said, "You don't know what a Hokage is?" "No, I really don't know about the shinobi system that you guys work on." "Oh, you must be from one of those isolated village, I guess." As he explained what a Hokage is, "So the leader of your village, right?" "Yes." "Interesting. So what was the name? How many leader of the village you had before?" "Our first leader, or we call him the first Hokage, the god of shinobi, Hashirama Senju, then his brother, the creator of jutsus, Tobirama Senju, then third, the Lord Third, who is very old. Again, he is a very great leader, also known as the Professor, Hiruzen Sarutobi. And then our hero of the hidden leaf, Minato Namikaze, who saved our village from the nine-tailed beast." Izuku wanted to ask them about what the tail beast about was, but he decided to not to ask it for now. He's gonna get the information either way, so he decided not to dwell on this matter just yet. As we see, Izuku nodded as he was hearing the history. Now they do not have a Hokage because after the third Hokage's death, the village is selecting Hokage, and right now he was given permission to enter the village. You see, the civilian council approve of Izuku entering the village. Right now it was pretty careless of them, but they approve it. Izuku was apparently pretty happy that he could at least stay in this village for a while, at least until the new Hokage is there. Now we see Izuku entered the village as he was in the market area, was looking all around. There were many different things. There were especially something was very prominent. There were mall. There was some kind of street vendor as well. There was some food that he never saw, but the ramen thing, he never expected a ramen shop to be here in those times. I mean, he know the history of ramen in Japan is pretty engraved into their blood, so I guess it's not that surprising seeing ramen in this world that is pretty backward. Izuku does not have the money of this world just yet. So he decided what he's gonna do. He has let's say three basic code of this world. First code was, let's say, create few things. Let's say the first word was reset, and the first code that he has of this world is like reset. Yes, he cannot control this world like the My Hero world. He can control time and everything in it. But since he is new to this world, he have to integrate here. He had to live a few days here to at least gain some few codes of this world. He only has three default codes. First is reset, then alteration. Yes, he can alter any human being without issues. So he decided to go for the alteration route. He went to the ramen shop as he felt many eyes were up on him. As he entered the shop, he felt that those eyes were not there anymore. As Izuku just went into the shop, as he decided to use the code of alteration. He altered the brain of the chef and the daughter. Yes, the girl seems pretty beautiful in Izuku's opinion. As Izuku just said, "Give me what's the best ramen you have here." As we see the old man nodded as the girl said, "Papa, why don't we give him the miso ramen? It's not his favorite." As Izuku said, "Naruto? Who is that?" "Oh, sorry, not Naruto. What I mean is Naruko." Izuku said, "Oh, okay. So, who's that?" "Oh, you must be new in the village. You see, now it is pretty famous around here, known as the prankster and number one knucklehead ninja." "Interesting," Izuku states. He started to eat his ramen, as let's say the ramen had a very interesting taste, and let's say it felt homely somehow. Homely. Yes. Nothing compares to Katsudon again. This ramen felt homely. So he decided he will pay them back somehow. For now, he just said sorry in his heart. He felt bad for deceiving them this way. So he altered their memory that they never saw him before. So as he left the shop quietly, he felt the many of the eyes were on him right now. As he really wanted to alter everyone right here, right then, but he knows that he have to save energy. The code he use, there are cooldown periods of the code. He cannot use those code infinitely. There are cooldown period. It is gonna take 10 minutes. Is right now he is low on energy, since he has hop worlds. He has hop multiverses, so right now his energy is pretty low. He cannot, let's say, use energy carelessly. His armors, he has the only weapon in his disposal is like the armor, and he doesn't wanna, let's say, go in a difficult situation. A week, a week later, we see a week has passed in the Konohagakure village. Izuku has become like a permanent figure in this village. He has opened a normal, let's say, a restaurant. Not a restaurant, I mean, it's pretty much like a cafe. He has opened a cafe here, and let's say his business is going pretty well. Even though he was new here, people apparently warmed up to him. He has met many ninjas there. He has met a very unique individual, like, let's say, she looked like a slut in his opinion, but again, he doesn't know about this world's culture, so he decided to keep it quiet. He did not say that to her face. Her name was Anko Mitarashi. Apparently, she was wearing a fishnet dress, and let's say she was just wearing an overcoat around it. He could see her body pretty well. The woman in this, though, let's say the girls of this world, is pretty beautiful in his opinion. Now again, there is also civilian. Now civilians, though he has apparently have few more information. This world apparently has something similar to the power system. This world has chakra. Chakra is a mixture of both physical and spiritual energy. And let's say most of the humans have the ability to manipulate chakra. And let's say his armor apparently grants him the ability to control all type of energy. He's pretty much controlling the chakra in the air or the earth. He can control those things to make himself like a normal civilian. Now he has also met another female customer, a great female customer of his. Her name was Kuruna Yuki. She was also wears something a weird clothing in Izuku's opinion, but again she looked pretty sexy. So he ain't gonna say anything. As Izuku was looking at Colonel direction as she was wearing, how to say, binding all around her body. Yeah, bindings. She looked pretty good in Izuku's opinion. Again, she was pretty much OP. She's pretty old. She is, let's say, 4 year older than Izuku. So, and in Izuku's case, in this era of time, age does not matter. As this what Anko would say to Izuku. Let's say Anko would apparently flirt with Izuku time to time when she would come to his cafe. And let's say she's pretty much obsessed with the cafe, obsessed with the coffee he made. Especially the cold one, she likes it very much. As for Kuruna, she likes the let's say a very complicated flavor. She likes the blueberry. She likes the blueberry cold coffee. He also make parfait, so it's a very unique thing to, let's say, taste. Both of his customers shinobi, so they were pretty much busting with money. Whenever they would came here, he would also serve them sake, or let's say after gaining few creation code, he can literally create wine. Though he can literally create the expensive of the expensive wine of his world. And let's say his business is pretty much bursting at night. Pretty much when it is, let's say, morning, he has cafe. He is a cafe. When it's night time, his cafe shop turn into, like, can say, a bar type. People come here. Now let's say Asuma Sarutobi, the son of the third Hokage. He would mostly come here to, let's say, drink the most expensive of the expensive wines here. Is a very good. Let's say Izuku is filled with money, and right now, money isn't really a thing to him. He has heard from, let's say, Asuma that the new Hokage is gonna be arriving in 2 days. The new Hokage, they still do not know who the new Hokage is, as Asuma states that, for you, I'm gonna tell you who's the new Hokage is gonna be. The new Hokage is gonna be Hashirama Senju's granddaughter. Huh? Granddaughter? How? What's her age actually? She is on her 50s. Izuku said, I mean, isn't she practically an old woman? Oh, kid, she is an old woman, but again, did you forget she's one of the legendary Sanin? Oh, yeah. But again, if I'm correct, I have heard about Tsunade Senju that she's one of the most beautiful Sanin out there, and according to the Toad Sage of Mount Miyabuku, her chest size is 106 centimeters. Asuma, let's say, was coughing as he just said, yeah, kid, that's it. I mean, she's an old lady, right? So how the fuck she's maintaining her youthful appearance? Yes, Izuku had this in his mind. He was coming up with various theories, like she has so much amount of great chakra control that the energy, let's say, makes her body cell like a body cells energize and make the body cells young. As Asuma said, I really don't know that myself. If I knew, I would have already told this kind of secret to the woman I love. The woman you love, huh? What's the woman that you love? Ho ho ho! It's that. Do you see that girl over there? The girl that was wearing bindings around her body. Oh yeah, Kukurunai-chan. Yes, that's the girl. I like her. Oh ho! I guess I'll count on you. You might even marry her. Who knows? Who knows? It's a very future thought. But again, I wouldn't mind marrying her. She is very pleasant to look at. Indeed. And kid, keep it in my tab. I'm gonna. Izuku said, "Yep." Another 40,000 Ryu, remember it. Now this time you have drank one of my most expensive one today. And it's 100k Ryu. As Asuma, let's say, just fell. Asuma just said, shit, damn it. I should have controlled myself, fuck. Don't worry, I'm gonna pay it back somehow. Izuku nodded, yeah, do pay back, you know. Now, as Asuma was pretty much drowning, as he was pretty much nearly knocked out, Izuku went to serve few other customer. He looked pretty distressed, and let's say his energy is nearly full and he can go back to home anytime he wants. And let's say he came to know something interesting. Apparently the time dilation of this world is very different from his world. He doesn't know. He knows that he has already spent a week there, and in his opinion it could be either say 2 hours or 3 hours in that world. So he decided to spend as much time he could here to see at least to how much time it's gonna take. As Izuku was thinking about this matter, let's say Anko suddenly, let's say, slapped his butt as Izuku just shook a bit as he looked around as he spotted Anko, who was the one who done it. As he looked at Anko and said, "Anko-chan, I have already told you many times, don't do that to me." Ho ho ho! Sorry, Izuku-kun, I forgot. She just gave a, let's say, teasing smile. Izuku just did not say anything. He went to serve few other people, as the bar was apparently nearly. There were not many people in the bar. There were only 2 or 3 right now. As we see, Anko and Kurunai was still in the bar. As Izuku said, "So today, do you wanna drink for the whole night?" Who knows? Who knows? Anko states, as Anko gave Kurunai a simple look. Izuku was also confused. He was thinking, why are they giving each other a look? As Anko just said, "You know what? I cannot take it anymore." As she literally used, as her hands turned into some kind of snakes. As let's say, he felt his body. He let's say could not move his body anymore. He said, Mr. Anko-san, could you please let me go down?" "Oh no, no can do, Izuku-kun. Apparently, we want you to clinch our trust. And today we are pretty much drunk and we don't know what we're gonna do today, but you gonna have to take responsibility, you know." As Izuku said, but he did not want to take responsibility of this world. He wanted to go to his own world. His life just said, "Damn it! Few days ago, I could not I could not even flirt with a simple girl. Right now, this, and now he's about to lose his virginity." He just looked toward the guard. He looked toward the sky and thought, "I don't know whoever has given me this kind of ability, that device. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you for what you have done to me. I feel like my worldly desire has come to an end. I feel eternal peace now." At that night, Kurunai and Anko's body was sore. At that night, they have done so much to the point where, let's say, in the morning, Izuku forgot to open the cafe. As he opened his eyes, as he felt weight on his 2 hands. He looked over his right, then left. He saw both Anko-chan and Kurunai-chan were sleeping on his arm. They were pretty much butt naked. Izuku just thought, "I guess I really did it." As after a few while, we see Anko and Kurunai woke up. As Anko just looked excited as she said, "I guess we did it, didn't we?" As Kuruna also just she slapped her forehead and said, "Yeah, guess we did. You gotta take responsibility for it, Izuku-kun." As Kuruna also looked toward Izuku as she had a blush. As Izuku stated, I'm ready to take responsibility. I like you both, he states. As Lessa Kuruna had a Kuruna whole face went red. As Leslie she tried to move, but Leslie she felt a bit sore down there. As she said, "You're a beast. Even with the two of us, we could not defeat you." As Anko stated, "Yeah." I like it. As she literally went under the blanket and started to suck him off. Izuku just said, "How are you this hard in the morning as well?" Anko states. As Anko literally pulling out his cock and started to, you know, giving him blowjob as Kurunai just stated. Aren't you tired, Uncle? Aren't you feeling sore? I am, but we gotta take care of his morning wood. Won't you say it, Izuku-kun? Izuku just looked toward Anko and states, "I don't mind it." Izuku remember last night he literally increased his strength, stamina, and other things to match up with both of these girls. These girls were monsters in bed. They were nearly sucking him off, but Izuku increased his strength to the point where he can literally punch a mountain and cause earthquake. Izuku, let's say after 5 hours later, we see Izuku stretching himself up as he had let's say lipstick mark around his face and forehead. First lipstick mark was around his, let's say, cheeks, and they were black. And then there was some red lipstick mark around his forehead, then his elbows. He looked at himself in the mirror as he said. He looked at him in the mirror as he said, "Damn, I wish I could take some picture of this." As he said, "Damn, but my mobile is dead, damn it." As he just literally punched the wall and said, "Shit, fuck, I destroyed the wall, damn it." He wanted to control the strength, so he decided to reset the house. Yep, everything is brand new, he thought. As he opened the cafe, as let's say he saw there were a big line there. Damn. I guess my coffee is pretty famous around the village. As he saw many people there. But today apparently the people were not that much. Normally there is pretty much a big line around his shop, but today it's a medium line. Not that big. He was thinking was the occasion day today. As one of the customer, as he served the first customer his cold coffee, as the first customer said, "Can you parcel it to me?" Izuku Nada said, oh, okay. What was the occasion really? "Oh, you don't know, Izuku-san. Apparently, the fifth Hokage is the fifth Hokage, Sonare Senju's Hokage ceremony is about to begin. Aren't you going?" As Izuku thought, "Oh, you remember fifth Hokage? Asuma did tell him last night." As Izuku nodded and said, "Oh, okay. I'll go, I guess, after finishing the work. Who knows?" As after finishing most of his customer, he decided to left the shop. He closed the shop and went to the Hokage orientation, and pretty much he saw Tsunade Senju, and let's say he was pretty surprised to look at the woman. The woman look around her 20s or mid 20s. She had a very big chest. Izuku just said, "Damn, she's beautiful indeed." "Yep," Asuma said. As Asuma said, "Yep, she's beautiful." And I can see something there. What? Izuku actually forgot about something. He really did not see it. Let's say a few of the girls were also looking at him and they blushed. A few of the males also were looking at him and they were pretty much giving him jealous gaze, as Asuma just pointed out as he showed him a mirror. Oh fuck! As he trying to, let's say, erase the mark of the lipsticks. After erasing them, Asuma said, "Had a very good night, didn't you?" "Yeah." "Who's the lucky girl?" "I really don't know, it's just a one night stand." He didn't want to tell Asuma that it was Kurunai and Anko, so he decided to keep it a secret for now. Kakashi was also there and said, Yo Kakashi." Now we see, after the Hokage orientation happened, the Hokage ceremony, the new the new face was being carved into the wall as he just gave a smirk. I guess every time there is a new Hokage, they created a new face structure. It's interesting, he thought. Now this is for it today, guys. If you want the next part, comment, like, share, and subscribe.